Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Dr. Lewis Thomas, your disillusionment coach and GP. We're going to be diving deep into life philosophy again today, but taking a slightly different approach to get there. I'm going to discuss how a throwback dubstep track from my university days gave me a whole new perspective on life. Yep, you heard that right, a dubstep track taught me something profound about the meaning of life. So stay till the end of the video to make sure you don't miss the drop. So let's set the scene here. I'm back at university, it's 2008, fully in my dubstep era. It's a student accommodation. Every other person in the accommodation has the bass blasting, the subwoofers going whoop whoop, and they just want to show everyone how cool they are at any opportunity. Good times. Anyway, I remember one track in particular, Born to Do It by Casper and Rusko, was part of the regular rotation. But it wasn't just the beats that stuck with me, it was a specific voice clip in the song that years later brought this revelation. The clip goes like this, it's pretty much the hook of the song. So, a young boy asks, how does he do it? As in, like, the music is so sick that he wants to know, like, how are they doing it, how it's possible. And then an older gentleman answers, my dear boy, do you ask a fish how it swims? The young boy says no. Do you ask a bird how it flies? The young boy says no. And then he says, no siree you don't. They do it because they were born to do it. Now, at the time, I didn't really give it much thought beyond it being a cool addition to the track. But recently I revisited the song and found that it has a much deeper meaning. Now, let's break down the voice clip. The man's essentially saying greatness isn't something that's learned or acquired. It's something innate, something that we're born with. Just like how a bird flies or a fish swims, each of us has something that we were naturally born to do, something that comes to us as naturally as breathing. The idea resonated with me on a deeper level, and I began to think about what it means for us in our lives. When you witness greatness in another person through your own lens of life, it can seem unfathomable. This is because the achievement is specific to their life, not yours. No matter how much you want to emulate them, the fact is that there are individual factors involved that cannot be replicated by anyone but them. But there's no need to despair, because the truth is that we're all born to do it. What it is completely unique to you and is triggered by your life experience. Birds fly, fish swim, they just simply do it. There's no other competing thoughts or judgments from outside of them that gets in the way of their thing, their innate destiny. It made me realize that the pursuit of this innate something is what gives our lives meaning. And you shouldn't feel bad for not being able to emulate someone else's success or not being able to fit into a predefined mold. This is because life is about discovering what you were uniquely created to do and then doing it. When you find it, you unlock a secret energy source that pushes you along a path that only you can take. And the name of that path is self-actualization. So let's talk about self-actualization briefly, and I might talk about this in another video. So self-actualization is the pinnacle of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a psychological theory that you've probably come across at some point. Maslow suggested that once our basic needs like food, safety, and love are met, we strive for something greater. The need to become the most that we can be. This is self-actualization. It's about achieving your full potential and living a life that's true to who you actually are. So how does this connect to the meaning of life? Well, in the voice clip from Born to Do It, they're essentially pointing us towards self-actualization. It's a reminder that each of us has a unique path, a purpose that we were born to fulfill. This purpose isn't something external, it's internal. It's about tapping into that innate potential and letting it guide us, and more importantly, letting it traverse obstacles that lie along the path. And what I mean by this as an example is some people will see LeBron James and comment, I couldn't do that. I could never train that many hours, over so many days in the year. I could never, there's no way. And to them, that training is an obstacle that feels the same as a fish that sees a bird flying and comments, I could never do that. I don't have wings. My point is that obstacles only exist in your mind based on your interpretation of them. It's not impossible for someone to do the same training routine as LeBron James, but they believe that it is impossible. They don't have the wings. The wings don't exist within their minds. At the end of the day, there's no obstacle that you can't overcome when you have an innate desire for something. So this brings me to reflect on the recent 2024 Olympics in Paris. And watching those athletes compete was really inspiring. But what really stuck with me was seeing these individuals who have clearly found their it, the thing that they were born to do. Whether it's sprinters or swimmers who are training 24/7 every single day of the year just for that split-second advantage over the opponents, or gymnasts who are literally just defying gravity, these athletes have reached the pinnacle of self-actualization. And they didn't just stumble upon greatness, they pursued it with everything that they had because they were born to do it. And when they finally, after however many years, achieve their dreams, we get to witness something amazing. We get to see human beings reach their full potential. And we go, wow, it's crazy how good they are, it's insane. But what it really is a powerful reminder of what happens when you find your it and you commit to it wholeheartedly. So what's the takeaway here? Life isn't about following someone else's path, it's about finding your own. Just like the voice clip in Born to Do It suggests, greatness is within you because you were born to do something that only you can do. The challenge is discovering what that is and then pursuing it with everything you've got. I want to leave you with this thought. Imagine a world where everyone discovered their it and pursued it relentlessly. A world where each of us swam in a sea of greatness, living out our true purpose. The truth is, we're all capable of greatness, but it starts with believing that you were born to do something special. So go out there, find your it, and start living the life you were born to live. Because you, my friend, were born to do it. Thanks for watching. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like it and share it with someone who needs it. And also subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams.